God is alive and at work all over the world. And the reality is He is inviting us to get in on it. We get the incredible privilege of joining a big God at work in a big world. And one of the ways that we do this is through church multiplication. One church cannot reach a city by itself. One church can't reach a nation or the nations, the peoples of the earth by itself. But as we plant and multiply churches with a heart for the nations and multiply churches with a heart to engage their city and see transformation happen, that is joining in God's kingdom activity. And it's really what led me to Las Vegas, Nevada. 10 years ago, my family relocated here with a few families to join in God's activity in the western United States. The United States of America is now the fourth largest lost nation on the planet. 40% of the lost people in America live in the western United States. And we believe God strategically planted us right here to be in the center of really the fourth largest lost population on the planet, to join in His activity of reaching these people with the gospel. And there's no way one church could do that by itself. So when we came, we had a passion and a vision to be about multiplying and planting new churches. Our church planted 10 years ago. We've now planted 10 churches out of our church. But we began to understand that even in the realm of church planting, one church can't do it by themselves. The way to really engage in church multiplication is a network of churches working together to multiply and reproduce the unreached cities of the world and the unevangelized cities of our own country. So we began to build some relationships and look towards partnering with others to put a network together to plant churches. And we were introduced to some great friends, Brian Bloy and Mac Lake and Chip Henderson, and these guys that were just beginning to put together this launch network that was going to help network churches together to assess church planners, to train church planners, to work with sending churches, and to be about multiplying the church to reach the nations with the gospel. And immediately there was just incredible synergy and passion as we began to talk and dialogue and discuss what God had put on our hearts. And God led us here at Hope to join this new launch network. And we're going to become the Western hub for Launch Network. We're very excited to have this privilege to partner with these other great churches and to bring others to the table to really think about penetrating the Western United States. If God is speaking to you about church planting, if God is calling you to join in His activity in another city, I want to challenge you to think about the West. The Western United States is really the last pre-Christian culture in our country. I personally believe if America is ever going to see another great awakening, it's going to come from the Western United States. There are pockets in our culture that have never heard the gospel before. They have access to the gospel, but have just never heard the gospel. The city that I live in, Las Vegas, you can put a box down on our city map, and in some of those boxes there'll be 200,000 people and not one evangelical Christian church at all. So we are passionate about multiplying churches in the West, and we're passionate about doing this through the vehicle of Launch. Our first church planner assessment is coming up in June. June 20 and 21 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to be holding an assessment for church planners interested in planting in the West. You can go on the website and you can check out how to sign up for that assessment. I would encourage you to come, and we look forward to joining with you in reaching the West for the glory and honor of God.